Hey guys, Angry Old Man here. Apologize again for the hair. If I didn't mention it before, I was chasing a goat around who needed some medicine, and obviously, um, the giant syringe I was coming at her with was not exactly a welcomed advance. So she ran in under a really short beam in the barn. I tried to follow, and I knocked my noggin really hard. And I've got a massive goose egg on top of my head, and it really hurts. It bled for a little bit, but no serious injury. But it's just really uncomfortable. It made running today a little uncomfortable as of course, as my heart rate went up, I could feel it throbbing in the big old knot up there. So, ow. Anywho, again, apologies. My hair is kind of crazy because it just really hurts to brush my hair right now, and I'm just kind of like gingerly like brushing around it. I would, from our channel, like to extend my deepest condolences to WV Running Don and his family for their family's loss. I am ever so sorry to hear his sad news about the loss of his loved one. We wish him all the best and his family peace during this time, and I would like to extend our family's deepest sympathies. Um, on that note, I would like to change to a more positive note, and that was today. It was a very nice day outside. It would start off a little on the cool side, but the cloud cover kept the sun at bay, and as it did warm the air up, it was still very comfortable. And today's run was basically a half marathon. At the first 6 miles, we're at my LTH. My watch's heart rate monitor goes funky sometimes, and this was no exception. It just couldn't decide what my heart rate was. It was bouncing up and down, and I was basically running on more feels than anything, and I pretty much think I held a good solid LTH pace. Right, I tried to keep it right about 143, 144, 145 in that general vicinity, and it it sort of fluctuated kind of all over the place. So anyway, I got the first 6 miles done. Then I shifted gears and I dropped down into a easy mile, and then after that one easier mile, which was basically just in my aerobic zone, I started running laps at the Bridge Sports Center, the outdoor course, which is 0.87 of a mile, not quite a full mile, and not like 3/4 mile. It's just like that odd number in between. And I went and I would run a hard lap and then an easy lap, and I did that until basically I wasn't able to, keep that sort of sprint pace up, and I just slowly degraded through that workout until 2 hours ended. Had a pretty good run there as well. Again, my heart rate was all over the place. There was at one point I was pushing very hard up a hill, and it was only registering my heart rate like barely in the aerobic zone, and that just could not be right. It will be time soon enough for the new watch, and I'm hoping to get that well before my Clay County half marathon, and of course the Marshall Marathon. We are under 2 weeks, so this was my depletion run on top of the added effort today. I had a fairly small dinner last night, and I had no breakfast this morning. I just had a quick cup of coffee, a little bit of water, and I hit hit the workout. And as I was coming near I was just breaking 12 miles, and I could really feel the fact that I was starting to run out. My stomach actually started complaining. Although my Strava and Garmin claimed I only was burning about 1,300 calories, I think that was just the erratic heart rate and the algorithm they used to determine that. So I'm fairly certain I was approaching depletion without actually fully, going into the wall, so to speak. I was starting to the muscle glycogen was probably burning up, and the it was starting to tap into other sources of storage in the body, and that was the idea for this workout, was to do my depletion. This helps me train for my later marathon work. It's something that cost me my BQ at Marshall last year when I depleted and I could not transition to fat in a timely enough manner to let me continue on my race. I didn't take enough gel packs along the way, which also, was part of the problem. Hopefully those items will be resolved this time, and I am going to get that BQ. I went back into the bridge. I did some stretching. I did a little bit of hill work on a treadmill. I set it to a fairly steep incline at a fairly slow pace, and that was more a mile. Just I was like hyperextending my stride in my legs to accommodate some of the cramping or the pre-cramping I was getting from the depletion run. Anyway, that is about all I did today. I have a long day at work tomorrow, so my run tomorrow will very likely be one of my shorter workouts. I will, depending on how I feel after I get off the afternoon shift and come home, I will probably do 6 300s with a cursory warm up and cool down. It will be 3 miles or less. I have no intention of blowing myself up. Hey guys, kind of editing Scott here, not so much angry old man. Um, we had a pretty rough day yesterday. We had some really bad storms roll through. It resulted in us losing power yesterday, and among that, I also had the winds were pretty bad, and it either blew the door open on the barn or damaged the door. And some of the goats escaped. Had me out at some point time between 1:30 and 2 in the morning, chasing goats down and trying to put them back in their barn. Fortunately, one of the goats is a very domesticated goat. Realized that they were in a bit of a pickle and stood like probably right outside my bedroom window and bellered at me until I came out there and resolved the issue. I would like to thank Mark Sutek from Endurance Headquarters a while ago when there was still merch on his site. I ordered a few things and he threw me in sort of a freebie gift, a little flashlight. I happened to just reach into the box where I keep some of my Endura fuel because I couldn't find a flashlight, and there were this little sort of neat little promo flashlight, and it was really helpful last night. I did not. Didn't have power all night, and by the time it came back on, I was almost getting up and ready to go to work. Which a long day, my Wednesday long day. I spent most of the day at the shop, and it was hectic. It is plant season. It is pretty much, for a feed store, garden store type. This is kind of our, big holiday type season. This is where we, this is what lets the store survive through much of the rest of the year. So it was crazy busy, and I kind of just wore out. I came home and I knew if I sat down or ate my dinner, it was going to be over. So I just went out and I got my workout in for the day. I did my 6 by 300s, which was on my plan, my training plan. And I didn't even adjust my watch. I just turned the watch on and would just, I got a little warm up in, and then I just ran 300-meter intervals basically, and got that done and finished. It was a total of about 3.5 miles, which is about right for my long days. If I can get a 3-4 mile run in, I'm pretty happy with myself on those really long days. I mean, honestly, I'm on my feet for from I'm basically on my feet from 5:30 or so in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and I don't really sit down again until I get home. Um, about 6:30 at night most Wednesdays. So it's a nice long day. I'm pretty smoked, but I did get my workout in and felt pretty good about it. Um, it wasn't any world records or anything like that. It wasn't even personal record. It was just I got the workout, had the heart rate really spiked. Which is the goal of this type of training, is getting that heart rate way up there for your intervals. Being able to flex my heart rate is a strength I've gained through using this type of training. I can get my heart rate up where it belongs for an endurance run really quickly, and when I'm done working out, it's pretty much seconds, a minute or so, and I'm back about where I should be. It doesn't take very long to recover, and that's part of this type of training. It's very beneficial, and it's good for you in the long run. Anyway, rambling aside, I got that done, and that was about all that was going to happen. Um, I did not get to post a video yesterday because we were out of power, and I tried to put it directly to Facebook on my Angry Old Man Running Facebook page, but guess what? It was like, I think, a few seconds too long, and it just wouldn't process. So I just gave up. I'm not fighting it today. I'm kind of over fighting things right now. Anyway, so I'm just attacking this little video, part of the video, onto the end of my other video, and I'm going to just let it fly. Thanks a lot, guys. I do appreciate it, and well, I'll let Angry Old Man finish up. But I will, of course, put the max effort into those 300s on the dirt road. If you have not got your run in yet today, I would suggest you go out there and do it, because the clouds are looking pretty bad. It looks like we might be getting some storms. So, had a good time at the bridge today, like I always do. Um, it was just a good day out. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a good run today. I hope things went well. And as I always say, run angry, my friends.